All right, hey guys, welcome to My Business Navigator. Today, what we're going to be working on is we're going to be showing you the basics of DaVinci Resolve and what you need to start doing to start learning it. So here we go. All right, so hey guys, DaVinci Resolve 16 is just an awesome program that I found is free and has so much packed into it that I wanted to make sure to share it with everybody that is learning to be a new YouTuber, learning to start their own business, or just learning to start modifying some videos online, whether it's for social media aspect or stuff for family. It's a great program, and I just want to show you the basic stuff to kind of get you going with it. So DaVinci Resolve 16, if I go over to my main screen here, can be downloaded from here, and I will put this link down below, but it's Blackmagic Designs, Products, DaVinci Resolve, and / blah blah. So you can click on download here, and this is going to take you to their download screen. This is what you want. Free version, I love it, and just so much is available through here. You don't have to jump through any hoops. You don't have to like them. You don't have to comment, or I should say, you don't have to like them on all the social media platforms, and you don't have to follow them and comment on their threads and just say how awesome of a product it is. You don't have to do any of that. These guys just want you to use their great and awesome software, because where Blackmagic Design comes into play is they sell hardware. That's what they do. This program is meant to dovetail right into their hardware designs. So if you want to learn more about it, what you can do, and I highly recommend when you're first starting out, is go ahead. I got to scroll down a little bit further to make that go up. There we go. Click down there in the training, and then training is going to take you over to this window. All right, for your basic stuff, I'm not talking about color editing, and I'm not really talking about getting super deep into adjusting your audio clarity. Just for video editing, this training right here is pretty much essential. This is going to give you all the basics. Some of it's monotone and blah blah, but it's a really great leg up to give you an idea of what this stuff can do. And after watching just that video there, I decided this was the software for me and to actually get going, and therefore the software that I want to share with you guys, because that's as I learn various tips and tricks on this channel building this business, I'm sharing with you, so hopefully I can save you some footsteps. All right, download this project file. It imports everything that they're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to knock that down, and if you try to load it, you're going to get a bunch of errors and other crap. And let me see here. What I want you to do is, when you unpack it, this is going to be the folder that you have, right? Age of Airplanes Tutorial DRA. All right, .dra. Open that puppy up there and just double click right there with DaVinci Resolve open, and this is what you're going to get. All right, I'm just going to name this showing off 5. I think I have like 4 others from practicing. So project, no, I don't want to save that because I really didn't do anything in it, and I don't like how it came about. Now right here, this is where we import our media. Now you see here how none of this media is synced. Very simple. Very, very, very simple, guys. Right click on this master. By the way, this is all your media right here. All right. So right click there. And by the way, I don't think this is the default screen. All right. These across the bottom are your various screens. All right. And this is probably, this is probably going to be the screen that you work in the most. All right. Now, when I say work in the most, this is your edit screen. This is typically like if you were to pull up iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, and you have your timeline there, and then you have your audio file. This is that screen, except for with Windows. Well, I know with iMovie, you only have this timeline and only have this audio track. One timeline or one video line and one video track. All right, so where'd my mouse go on that screen there? Okay, so these here, as you can see, we have multiple timelines open, and each one of these timelines basically render out as a unique video, which is another cool thing. We will get into that later. So anyway, this is your default window, and when you bring up DaVinci Resolve, this is what you might see, well, what you're going to see when you click on that project file. So what you need to do is you need to relink all of these. So instead of going to each individual file and click relink and go into that screen, it's really easy, guys. Go to master. Right click and come down here to relink clips for selected bin. All right, now from here, what you need to do is you need to find where you have that media file, which for myself, I have it right here. And actually, I'm just going to Age of Airplanes. I'm going to open it up at that level, and it dives in deep through all the subfolders there and picks out everything that you need. If for some reason it only searches that surface folder, it can call up and pick up another link. Do you want us to do a comprehensive search of all the subfolders to link something? And just click yes on that, and you'll go through a subfolder. So this makes it nice. If I were to close out of this here, and let's just say I go over to this, just showing off. Yes, I want to save that so this way everything's intact. And I'm going to bring up this folder again, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this here. I'm going to say, all right, this is what I'm going to do. Just new folder. And I'm going to bring all of this information into that new folder. So now when I go back to that just showing off 5, right? I don't want to save 3, whatever I did there. I don't want to save all that, right? Oh, look, I got unlinked files. So I come back here to master, relink selected clips, right? Media files. I want to click open, searching, relinks it all automatically. See how everything, all the metadata is trapped in DaVinci Resolve. Remembers the metadata for each video clip. So even if you move it outside of its folder, all you have to say is, hey, look over at this folder file structure instead, and that's where you'll find it. And so DaVinci Resolve will take that metadata that identifies that unique file and go over into that other file structure and find it. That is super awesome. Makes it really easy. All right, so the reason why I want to bring this screen up here is one of the main things that you're going to need to know about file editing. Let's use this here because I like how this one already has these in points and out points. Is you're going to have multiple video clips for your videos, and you're not going to want to use the entire video script, right? Sometimes you just want to use a portion, sometimes you want to use the end, sometimes you want to use the beginning, like I did that, middle, end, beginning instead of beginning, middle, end. I don't know, just something different. I like to be off kilter just a little bit, make you guys think. So if I want to go in, DaVinci Resolve has shortcut keys, and there's a couple shortcut keys that I want you to always remember. In some of these, I'll actually go for just about any software program that I've researched so far. And when I say software program, video editing software program, is one, you have the space bar. Space bar makes you go stop, start, stop. You know, start, stop. And then I'm going to come back over here. And then you have your L key, your J, K, and L keys. All right, they're all 3 right in line to each other. If you look down on your keyboard, J, K, and L. J will make you go backwards. K, stop. And L will forward. And you can, if you hit L multiple times, see how it just sped up. And if you hit J multiple times, it'll speed up. And K will stop. Now, if I want to come over here in DaVinci Resolve and see how my endpoint is right there, if I were to place that, let's see here, if I want to place my filter right there, my tagline right there, and I want to lock this down here. See, what this does is this makes sure that this audio clip right here does not move if I make something else happen. Not a long clip, it just to show. So right here, this portion is saying what is selected to use. So if I bring this over here, I have insert, overwrite, I have replace, I have fit to fill, I have place on top, append to end, or ripple overwrite. So if you insert, bam, you see how it just moved it down and it cut this portion right here and just moved that whole audio, moved everything down the way. So if you don't want to do that, and you don't want to automatically cut your audio sequence here, and what this audio is down here is this is the background music that plays throughout the entire video clip, right? Is I'm going to slam down that lock button. Now, you see how we got cross hashtags across that? And I come back over here and do that again. Boom! Look at that. It did not move this time. And the reason why that is, that locked down this entire sound clip, so it stays at that same time mark throughout the entire sequence. So you can make adjustments throughout the other portions of your timeline and not affect your base your base sequence right there, your base sound, if you will. So that is your insert. Insert will just put it right in on place. You could do an overwrite. Now you look how the overwrite came in. So overwrite, let's zoom in on this here just a little bit. You see how it comes in, you have that airplane taking off, right? And then boom, you switched over to that. Now, if you look right here, if I move that to right there, it's that same endpoint right there that was selected by this key mark. And if you come all the way here to the end, right, that's where we have the out point. Boom, right there. Perfect. I mean, how sweet is that? This program's friggin' awesome. So what I want to do is I actually want to come back. So that there was overwrite, right? What about replace? If I select, oh, look at that. It just took that entire clip right there and replaced the whole clip. Now, if you notice that replace, this timestamp is a lot longer than what we had selected here. So what we have, lucky, boom. All right. So right there, so we're flying in. All right. If we come back, whoa, come on. We come back here, we play, and now it's flying off into the distance all the way through. And so now that's just flying through until it replaces. It takes from that endpoint and just keeps it flowing all the way down through. So we don't really want to do that right now. I want to come back to what it was, right? And let's see what else we have. We have replace. We just did fit to fill, pretty much the same thing. It's going to fill that time spot right there. And ooh. So now, and you notice here, we have a speed change. So here, it slows that down with fit to fill. Is it takes this time clip that you selected right there, and it stretches it out. That's what you want to see, right? It stretches just that time clip out so it matches the time sequence that you have there. All the work is done in the background. So if you have a shorter time clip, obviously what's going to happen is it's going to speed it up. So this way it'll fit a longer sequence down into a short one. Now, if you, and that, the reason why that's important, again, in Control Z brings out, so this way you see the your entire timeline sequence. So that's important. If you have multiple clips within your sequences, if we do right here on this timeline, if I adjust any of these timelines and I have soundtracks down here at the bottom, this is a soundtrack and this is a soundtrack, these are synced up to certain points within this main timeline right here for my video, that's going to mess up these soundtracks. And if you can have timelines, video inputs layered on top of your main, so this way you can have little pop-ups that or animations shown on the screen that will not have to worry about those sequenced time slots to be messed up, because now what you're doing is going in and just overwrite or fit to fill. Now, if you want to place it on top, obviously, that's what I just talked about. You place it on top. And if you want, what you want to do, if you want to be able to see that guy. Oh, which one? Oh, okay. So what I did there, let me see. Reverse that, Control Z, just going back. So you want to select the item that you want to transform. I want to transform this. So now I'm seeing that main airplane. The reason why I didn't see the main airplane before is because this time clip, this one here, is laying on top of this airplane there in the background that's about ready to take off. So even though I made it smaller behind what you saw there, just like you can't see my eyes or my fingers because my hand is bigger and it's laying on top, right? So that's that right there. So now I want to show you another key point. All right. Let's say I want to start out with that plane flying right here for some reason. All right. This sequence in here, I want to bring it over a little bit. Now, from here, if we go up to our inspector, I'm sorry, let me bring it back to here, to our inspector. I have this. All right. I have that portion right there. I have it highlighted. I have it selected. So I want to come over here. Your position, zoom. I just want to hit, these are your key markers, all right? I want to hit that key marker, and if you notice right here what they have, boom! Now, what that does is now that allows me to see my key marker, and I can make that bigger if I wanted to zoom in on it. I'm not going to bother with that right now, just because I want to keep moving with our video, and I want to shrink that down. So right here, that's how fast it moves. Now I can take that key marker and just move it down, right? So this way, it's moving a bit slower, all right? Something like that. Okay, now if I want to have another key marker, right, I can say, well, see, that already moved across there. I'm going to say there, and I just want it to fly out of the screen. Okay, I want to just have it fly right up. Now, if I go back, okay, so I get that over and up effect. Sweet, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. And let's say instead of that, I think that's too short. I want to lengthen that up. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm lengthening it up right inside the screen. I mean, this is really a sweet program, guys. I know that you're thinking I'm being like too much here, but it really, when you've been working with other programs that just don't give you this type of flexibility and then you get it all of a sudden, I'm happy, to say the least. All right, so what did I do? If you go to the end of any clip, all right, if you go to the end, look, this will allow you to extend the clip, and it automatically shows you on the screen how long that clip is if you want to move it. Now, if I go to the other end, I'm sorry, it'll better be shown here. If I go to the beginning, which will be here, it'll allow me to do this side, right? So I'm going to back that up to where it was. Now, if I have two clips joined together, you see it here, but also you saw it up here too. If I have two clips joined together like this, what this will allow me to do is this will allow me to move clips from one side to the other. And you see that if I'm the clip with the plane, this plane here, that's all the further that clip goes. If I want to move this way, that's all the further this clip goes. That's what this box underneath my cursor right here means. That where I'm inside that white box, that's what that means. Those two scenes only overlap so far, and you can only move them so far before they run out. All right, so I want to come back. 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 All right, so I want to come back up. This is where I want to go. I want to go up here. I want to stretch this guy out. All right, just to illustrate my point, I want to come back over here. Instead of him flying all the way up, let's see here. Let's take that and we'll delete that one there. So now we are there. All right, so I'm going to bring this back down, give us some good fit, and I'm using my mouse to scroll in and out. I have a, by the way, I have an Apple Magic Mouse. I do not have the center button on here to be able to push. If you have a mouse with a center button, i.e. like a Windows or PC mouse, a normal mouse that's not an S, specialty Apple, use that center click will actually allow you to click and move around the screen. There is an Apple program that lets you do that. It says Magic Crafts, and what that does is that will allow you to move it around the screen. So if I'm in here, I can click and move, click and move. I don't like that program that much. The reason being is that it does not show me stuff in real time. So I'm going to just come here and click center, and that'll work. I have it on there for emergencies only when I'm looking in on a feature that I need to use that center click, but I try desperately to stay away from it on this mouse. All right, so something that I want to show you is if you come up here into the effects library, all right, you have a toolbox, you have video transitions, audio transitions, you have your titles, you have your generators, you have your effects, all these different things. So if I wanted to come here to my audio, well, I'm sorry, let's go with video transitions, right? And let's say that I want to have a diamond, iris, let's see, pentagon. Yeah, let's do pentagon iris, and I want to bring this guy in. See that right there? What I am doing right now is I am adding that on there. And if I double click on that with the inspector window open, that brings up all the functions in there that I can edit. So I can align it to center, start on the edit, all these different things. And what this allows me to do is now when this window comes in, you can see it right there, how it just has that cross. And that's how it's going to come in, just like that. So as the window comes into play, boom, and starts sliding across the screen. It looks so natural and wonderful. It's brilliant. And I want to come back to something. I saw an edit here that I want to show. This smooth cut. You see that? Now, watch this guy very closely right here. You see how it has that jump? All right. Let's do it again. Jay. All right. Now, I'm going to watch really closely. Let me see if I can bring this any bigger than what it is. Let's close that window out. And let's close that out and just do the main screen so you can see as much as you can. Watch. See that? Boom. All right. Smooth cut. Oh, not edits. Smooth cut. Right here. Smooth cut is going to allow. It's going to take a couple seconds from the first clip, couple seconds from the other clip, and do a nice merge. It's going to make it look as pretty as possible. Depending on how offset your cuts are, depends on how pretty it's going to be. I got to be honest, I did it with a couple of mine. It looked kind of ugly. But the way these guys have it set here, it's not too much that you have to worry about. So you see there, really it just looks like the guy double blinking a couple times, right? So if we go through there, look, he just blinked his eyes. A little bit unnatural, but it's a blink. That's all that's different, opposed to that hiccup where his head just jerked, right? That's a huge thing. His head just... All right, so going from there. So we did the video transitions, and let me see. What else we got? The effects, key marks. I showed you how to put in the key marks through the inspector. Let's come back over here on the inspector. Now you see how that's going across, and then from here, if I want to have this guy coming out. Now let's say I want to shrink this guy. So I want to come out. He's here, and right there, what I want to do is I want to have this guy shrink down on to himself. So he's basically zooming himself out of the picture. That's what I want to have that guy do right there. You see the key mark zoom already took effect. We just put that down to 0. Bam, it's linked together, so it happens on the y-axis just perfectly. So now we can go ahead, press that button. He comes in, scoots over, and zooms out, all within that clip. Now, I don't like how fast he did. We have that going, so I'm going to come over here. Watch how easy this is. I'm going to let that play out a little bit. I'm going to even move that over to there. Now I'm going to open this guy up. Okay, now here you see all the transitions. I'm going to move that zoom over there. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to keep him on even keel, but I'm going to bring him over here. So this way my slide across the screen is a lot smoother. Now here you see my zoom going in and out. All right. So this is a hint for you guys. And actually I'll pull in something to show you. All right. So look, watch. From here, comes in, slides across. All right, boom. Let's come up here. I'm seeing something not really looking right. See, that's the zoom. I don't want the zoom. I want the position. There you go. This is what I want. I want the positioning. See. Nice and slow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And then it's going to go down. All that is done extremely easy with this. Do you see how easy that is? All right, so we have that. Wonderful, right? Now, what I wanted to show, what else I'm going to show you is I'm going to take, we're on YouTube, right? And the big thing with YouTube is make sure that you have a subscribe button. But that is nowhere to be found in this, right? For a reason. It's not part of this particular presentation right here. So I'm going to come over here to my icons, and I have, let me find something I have this right here. Oh wait, I got to get my media pool up. I'm going to bring my media pool. I'm just going to do new bin tube just so that I have that. Right, and I'm going to bring that guy in right there. Let me back up 1, 2, and I'm going to bring in my call to actions. Let's get a blank template. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this stuff happen. So right here with this, actually, I'm not going to do this guy. I'm just going to do this guy. And where am I going to do that? Let's go Control Z, right? All right, so, and what does that do is that shows my whole timeline. I'm going to bring this up here, and all right, I need to close that one. So where do I want to go? Where do I want this guy to go? I want it up here, with this gentleman, right? And I want to have my subscribe come into play here. How about we undo that and I just bring it in and drop it right there. Now this is just a picture. All right, so it's just a picture. Now if I bring this over, all right, it's over on top of that guy. I have my transform selected right there, so I can bring my transform down. I want to hit my keynote right here. I want it to start out at 0 zoom, all right, but I want it to, excuse me, all right, so anyway, position, that's why. Position over, I want it to come over, and then I want it to come down. So right there, and I mean, really, guys, it's so easy. It's not even funny. So from there, I want it to be just like that. So that's my initial point. My end point, where do I want it to be? Where do I want it to end up? Let's say right about here. I want that thing to expand out. Let's see here. I want it to expand out to be something like that. Now let's zoom in again. All right, so that's my key mark right there. I want to play it a little bit, and then I want it to, all right, let's go to, let's do a little bit of a bounce. I want it to go 5. Oh, not 0.5, 0.5. All right, this is going to make a little bit better sense. 0.5. I'm going to play it some more. I want it to go to 0. Make sure I get that point in there. 0.40. I'm going to play it some tab. Play it some more. And then 0.5. Play it some more. And then watch this. Just right there, what I did is I took that simple icon. It's coming up. All right. It's coming up, and then it's bouncing, and then it just goes out. And if you don't like the way that it bounces, you can always open this guy up here. Take your zoom and XY transform, position, angle, rotate, opacity. So pick your zooms. Where is it located at? And kind of go, play with this stuff down here in your positioning, Y, rotating, pitch, yaw. I mean, it's just crazy stuff of how well this stuff works. All right. So I think that about covers, I'm going to need to close this over here. I think that about covers everything that I can talk about on this program, just how easy this makes video editing. The hardest thing about this program is learning where everything is at. That's the hardest part about DaVinci Resolve. But that is the reason why I said, take a look at that initial training when you download DaVinci Resolve, download this initial file right here. So this way you can take a look at that training. And from there, you can actually get a good feel for all the basic stuff. And then from there, you can grow. All right. But everything that you learned here, that I taught you here, will give you the basics of what you need to do as far as loading, overwriting, once you have your clips laid out. And of course, your basics. Let's go to your not your timeline, your end credits, timelines, SFO. If you have all this stuff laid out for you, is it in master? There we go. It's in the master. Let's say we have this. Let's go back over here. See this button? I just want to show you this one last thing. I know I just keep on adding good stuff on, good quality content for you guys. We have this right here. Let's say we want to put, yeah, we haven't seen this guy. This guy's already selected, right? So he's taken off right there. And let's say most times what you want to do is just append to end. When you're building your timeline out, append to end, and it just puts it on the end for you. All right. It just put on this whole section right here after the credits. All right. So now if you want to come there, great thing that you can do, video edit, transition, titles, lower third. You have great titles right here that you can select to bring in 3D titles. Look at all these. All these right here are available for you to put on your screen. So let's just pick one. I really haven't played with these too much. I've done a couple, but I want to do one that I haven't done. Let's do this guy. So if I want to do a title right there, and I'll double click on that, it opens it up in Fusion. All right, Fusion Video. Transition. So that's my transition. Let's take a look at the Fusion main text. So Open Sans, I could say what my font is right from here. Open Sans is a great text to have. Bold. Look, a plane. LOL. All right, let's put that on the next line. All right, so now if I play this video out, Now look, the first time it renders, it's might be a little bit jumpy. I've been doing a lot of stuff here, and there are a lot of items within this scene. So now that I played it through once, it's good to go. Look, a plane, LOL. So that second line there gives you that. Let's take a look with the third. All right, so all that it does is moves it up. So if I keep it one single line, boom. And you see how it just came in from the side? All right, so I can do the size. I can play with the size. I love that, right? The tracking allows you to define how far apart it goes. And your main text color is going to be what? You can pick whatever color it's going to be. Let's do, just because I'm feeling crazy right now. Haha, yes. And you know, this shows you all this other stuff. Spectre color. Let's go. What is my spectre color going to be? Let's try the turquoise, just because it's going to clash a lot with that. All right, doesn't really have much there. Main light controls. All right, so let's bring there. All right, so that's on the back plane. See how easy this program is? Those are the key things that you need to know. All right, is your inspector up here is going to give you your transformation, all the nice oddities that you can do within the video itself. And let's see what this is comments of what you want to do. All right, and this is the speed of which everything is going, your size, your tracking, how well you make that, and yeah, so that's that, guys. So here's your metadata, nothing there to inspect, but if you come down and you select this guy, see all your metadata here, what it is, and it says what that is, where it's located. This is that metadata that I was talking to you about earlier, about what it uses to find those clips that you need. All right, so anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it brings some value to you. But these are the basic functions that you need to have when you're putting together a video, whether it be for YouTube or social media, or just doing something for advertising, putting together something for your landing page, putting something together for your video sales landing page, whatever it may be. These are the core functions that you need to know. Oh, yeah. So anyway, guys, have a good one. I'm going to stop there. Cut it off. I'm done. It's a wrap. Comment down below. What's that other thing? Subscribe. Yes, please subscribe. Let's come over here. Bring this up to main screen. Subscribe. Hit that notification button on the side, because you know it's an awesome channel, and you know that you want to be notified whenever I make something brand new and put out for you. All right. So with that, thumbs up. Love yous. Dig your well before you're, remember, always keep digging your well before you're thirsty. That's how you're going to come out on the upside of everything, guys. Have a good one.